we talking about right now in the AI, open AI situation, layoffs? None other than Microsoft.
Yep. None other than Microsoft. Ladies and gentlemen, we hate to say it, but Microsoft laid off 1,900 staff from its video game workforce this past week, from following their $69 billion acquisition from Activision Blizzard. Microsoft is cutting 1,900 staff from its video game workforce. Sources have told IGN. It's Wesley Yinpool reporting this. In a message to staff viewed by IGN, Xbox boss Phil Spencer said Microsoft will provide full support to those who are impacted during the transition, including severance benefits informed by local employment laws. IGN has asked Microsoft for comment. The layoffs came following the $69 billion acquisition of the Call of Duty owner Activision Blizzard and the exit of its controversial former boss Bobby Kotick. Microsoft is currently worth more than $3 trillion. Second company to even break that threshold. Here's
the one being Apple, by the way.
Sir. As part of the process, this is a statement. Well, a statement from Phil Spencer. His memo. It's been a little over 3 months since the Activision Blizzard and King teams joined Microsoft. As we move forward in 2024, the leadership of Microsoft Gaming and Activision Blizzard is committed to aligning on a strategy and an execution plan with a sustainable cost structure that will support the whole of our growing business. Together, we've set priorities, identified areas of overlap, and ensured that we are aligned on the best opportunities for growth. He goes on to say, as part of this process, we have made the painful decision to reduce the size of our gaming workforce by approximately 1,900 roles out of the 22,000 people on our team. The gaming leadership team and I are committed to navigating this process as thoughtfully as possible. People who are directly impacted by these reductions have all played an important part of the success of Activision Blizzard, ZeniMax, and the Xbox teams, and they should be proud of everything they've accomplished here. We are grateful for all of the creativity, passion, and dedication they have brought to our games, our players, and our colleagues. We will provide our full support to those who are impacted during the transition, including severance benefits informed by local employment laws. Those whose roles will be impacted will be notified, and we ask that you please treat your departing colleagues with respect and compassion that is consistent with our values. Looking ahead, we'll continue to invest in areas that will grow our business and support our strategy of bringing more games to more players around the world. Although this is a difficult moment for our team, I'm as confident as ever in your ability to create and nurture the games, stories, and worlds that bring players together. Oh man. As part of the layoffs too, Blizzard Entertainment President Mike Ybarra announced he was leaving the company. That was kind of part of it too. And we should talk a little bit later about the person replacing him. However, that's kind of I think a majority of at least that statement portion. There's even more. I mean, like, the Communications Workers of America apparently released a statement about it. I mean, there's a whole thing. But yeah, I heard I heard there was some people I think that sort of. I will say maybe predicted this almost with this acquisition of obviously when there's acquisitions like this, especially big ones, it can oftentimes be followed up by reduction. However, this is kind of just the climate we're in, right? I mean, everyone's seemingly everyone every company is affected at some point by this. So I think it's kind of two storms that just kind of collided together. I mean, 1,900 staff, that's a lot of people. So.
It's no joke.
Definitely a sizable reduction there. Yeah. I mean, what do you think, Mike? Did this surprise you? What's your kind of thoughts?
Yes and no in a way. It's weird because Phil Spencer and the rest of the Xbox team, when they went through the acquisition processes, they were saying that there really wasn't going to be a whole lot of layoffs. That at least they were going to try to minimize the amount of layoffs. Maybe this is their version of minimizing, but 1,900 people is a lot. And I know that's something that Microsoft said, Xbox said, and most companies that are acquiring another company will say to be like, oh, this is going to be fine. Everything's going to be okay. You're going to stay on board. Nobody panic kind of thing. But time and time again, at the end of the day, months later, maybe a year later, there's usually layoffs to get rid of, what would you say? Deficiencies in a way?
Redundancies?
Redundancies. That's way better word. That's the one I was searching for. Thank you. So yeah, I think that's pretty much what's happening here. We don't know for sure which positions were really let go. We can only kind of infer. They were saying like certain departments in terms of like studios,
Yeah.
but they're not really saying the number of engineers, the number of like
Right.
maybe marketing. Maybe it's just only business or managers.
Yeah, I mean, we've
You know?
definitely like. There's been like spurts here and there about like different groups that have been laid off. I know there was an article we didn't include today, but it was talking about like the physical game division of like generating the physical game stuff like that. There's actually a decent amount of that. That was
makes sense.
part of these. Like, yeah, they're cutting back on physical releases, which is kind of the writing was on the wall there. I think for a little while now of just digital only releases, and Hellblade, Senua's Saga being the most recent example that's coming out digital only. So, yeah. And, we talked about it last episode. It sucks that physical media is kind of dying out, but
it kind of started with Alan Wake, Alan Wake 2, and now it seems like this is what's going to happen going forward.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
Do you want to own your games, Mike? I thought so. You know what I'm saying?
I want to own my own games, but like the problem now is you have to be connected to servers, so it doesn't even matter.
You get a license, Mike. A license. You get a key. So you're paying money for the key, so you get the game.
Yeah, by the way, the key is the disc, and then when you use the disc, you have to download it to your hard drive. By the way, did you know we only have proprietary information for our hard drive, so you have to spend another 150% more than what you normally pay for extra storage? It's like, come on, man. Like,
at least PS5 does it right. At least PS5 does it right. M.2, little NVMe, just slip it in there.
That's a fact. And I recently saw a YouTube video from one of the many content creators I watch in terms of OG modding, soft modding stuff. Somebody jailbroke an PS5 and there's underground development for it, and it looks amazing. And obviously it's pretty early in the scene, but this could kind of make PlayStation 5 the much better console by far, and not just in terms of the first party, like what's it called? It's not proprietary. You know what I'm talking about? It's like it's only on that console. Exclusive, thank you. I'm struggling right now. Thank you. Yeah. So that just makes it even better.
Yeah, listen, dude. All I'm saying is you're soft modding your PS5. Better not connect to the internet and log into your account.
Oh,
thing would get nuked. Are you kidding me?
100% IP ban, hardware ban, like OG days. Let's go.
Banned. Yeah, I saw a little side note too. Saw a YouTuber who bought, as a joke, he bought a PS5 off Wish. Turned it on, it was banned. It was crazy. And I'm pretty sure he spent like, almost full price for it. Banned. It was nuts.
It's
crazy out there. Be careful. Don't buy stuff off Wish, especially electronics.
Well, I know people that have been getting scammed, meeting people like face to face, like from Craigslist or eBay. It's like, dude, it's crazy. I couldn't imagine like ripping somebody off face to face like that.
Yeah, that's savage. That's way too savage. I'm sorry.
It's like, bro, you're gonna look me in the eyes, shake my hand,
in the eyes,
but say, let's do business again. It's over.
True. But also another side note too to mention, part of these kind of layoffs and stuff like that. The most recent addition to that was Blizzard essentially just eviscerated the esports division. So I think it's down to like 12 people from like 72 or something like that. Yeah, and there's a bunch of people that I saw posting, I think it was like on Tuesday, that it was Monday or Tuesday, that they were getting let go. And so it was like a bunch of tweets and stuff I saw for that. And it's a lot of those people worked very heavily on Overwatch and Overwatch League, and now that's kind of just, I think that's probably why they just got rid of them, which stinks. I mean, a lot of those guys are amazing casters, so it sucks.
Thank you for watching the M2 podcast. If you'd like to see the full unedited version of the last episode you just saw, check the description below. Remember to like and subscribe. Take it easy.